Hello, folks. My name is Hamiz Khawaja, and today I'm going to analyze this amazing masterpiece film called Taxi Driver, directed by Martin Scorcese. It has been dissected like for 100 times before, but this time it's with my POV. So let's get started with this. Alright, let me ask you about humankind. What do you think it's about? Is it about love? Is it about hope? It's about greed or what? It's about all of this, but Taxi Driver isn't about this. It's actually kind of part of it, but it's wrapped up in that darkness. Let me explain. So here we got Travis Bickle, a war veteran from Vietnam, who is in New York now and trying to make a living from driving taxi. He is a little awkward. At first, in the opening scene, it becomes like he is more friendly and he is like a normal human being. But as the time progresses, as the movie moves forward, we get to know him. He's not good with people. And oh boy, he doesn't know how to talk to people. So there's this one scene where he tries to talk with a porno theater counter girl where, yeah, you heard it right. So I'll tell you about it later. And so he doesn't know how to talk to her. And after getting rejected, he takes a girl to a porno theater called Betsy on her first date. It's weird, right? He doesn't know how to interact with people. He doesn't know how to feel that he doesn't have the emotional intelligence to grasp that someone doesn't like this stuff or it's not normal. It's like taking my first date to Khawaja Chai Hotel, and because my friends and I hang out over there all the time. Bad reference, but yeah, it matches. You guys would think like, what was he thinking? Why would he do that? I'll tell you why he did that. He's lonely, lost in the chaos of New York City, a place where life moves really fast. People forget the difference between right and wrong. This city is alive. Travis, emotionally isolated. And here's the thing. Travis is just some lonely guy. His isolation shapes his entire point of view. He feels like an outsider. Even when he is driving, it's not just his personal issue. It's a reflection of modern society. Even now, I think it's more relevant than before. So why does he sees the world that way? Well, he's not connected, which forces him to develop a super naive, a super narrowed down version of the world. And he sees the dirt, the corruption, the chaos around him. Every time he drives through the streets, he sees that, and that adds a layer into his mind of negativity. And here's the kicker. He believes he's all above them. He believes that he's the best. And he has to fix that thing. Destructive, right? This perspective that he is somehow better than others only pushes him further away from reality. It's like a bubble. It's like a paradoxical bubble he is living in. The more he detach himself, the more destructive force he earns to become. Now you may call him rebel with a cause, but there's the twist. It's all in his mind. It's not real. The moral code he has set for himself isn't real. There's one more very fascinating layer in Travis' character that is very distinguished in every human being today. It's duality. He talks about the corrupt in society, the dirt in the society, yet he goes to see porn in the theater. He talks about being healthy, yet he stuffs himself with the junk food and alcohol, pills, and everything harmful that he could consume. And don't forget the Palantine poster he has hung up in his room. After Bessie rejects him, he then makes a plan to assassinate Palantine. And that shows that how much dual nature he has. So let me ask you a question. What if Iris, the underage girl, wasn't there in his cab that day? Or let's go deeper. What if he was succeeded in killing Palantine that day? His original plan, right? I think his true target was always Palantine. The pimp was just plan B. When he couldn't assassinate Palantine, all that pent-up rage had to go somewhere. So he unleashed that on the pimps and became a hero. And that was his destiny. And remember that scene where he has this passenger on his backseat talking about killing his wife because she cheated on him. Fun fact, that was played by Martin Scorcese himself. And it was very interesting that the director himself is planting the seed of violence in the character's brain. So now why he hated Palantine? Simple answer. Jealousy. Betsy, the girl he likes, works for him. That was one reason. And that's enough to trigger Travis. But Palantine also represents democracy. He talks about giving power to people, working for the people. But Travis isn't about that. He doesn't like people. He's disgusted by them. That was inevitable at some sense. And this reminds me of this amazing scene where Travis is sitting, holding a gun in his hand and nudging TV, and boom, TV is down because it was playing some song where a couple is dancing, and he can't tolerate that. He actually can't tolerate people having fun or being happy. That's one perspective to it, and I think it depicts that really nicely. This brings us to the major takeaway: being unaware of your own consciousness. It can lead us to serious destruction behavior. And here's the thing: there are people like Travis, people living disconnected, self-destructive lives. Without even realizing, in the end, Travis became a hero by chance, saving Iris from the pimps. But let's be real, it's not always gonna end up that way for him. In fact, I believe he'll end up in the even worse situation down the line, especially now that he is more confident and even more dangerous. So here I'm going to give some serious praise to my favorite filmmaker, Martin Scorsese. He has broken all the conventions of the modern cinema and shook the world by his films, especially The Taxi Driver. Scorsese grew up in New York, and he was very a keen observer. He observed each and every part of the society, and even before holding a camera in his hand, he was a great filmmaker, if I call so. Just think about this amazing masterpiece opening of Taxi Driver, where we see close-up of Travis's eyes that are dreadful and abstract of lights, a car shot in a way that is shown like he is part of the car. His identity and the taxi is the same. That's the point, I believe. So it was really depicted in a very metaphorical way. Here Scorsese also reflects on war and violence, and I'm not going to dig on this. I want you guys to tell me about this in the comment section. Let's talk about Scorsese's masterful use of camera. In this one scene when he's talking to Betsy on the call, the camera shifts and slides towards the corridor, leaving the Travis behind, as if we are tired of seeing him getting humiliated again and again. Then again, in one scene when Iris jumps in his car, so the sport, his pimp, face has been cut. And then again, Palantine in his rally isn't shown. So that depicts the importance of the scene and to focus only where there should be. Then there's this top-down shot of Travis' gun making them look almost glamorous in his mind. And of course, the end, Travis lying on the sofa, surrounded by the mess he has created. The violence consequences. Scorsese also uses these jerks, overlapping edits to mirror Travis' spiraling mental state as the movie progresses. It's subtle, but it's brilliant. I could keep going on and on and on, but my camera battery won't allow this. So I have to wrap this up, and I want you guys to comment what your point of view about this film, what's your POV about it, and please like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow cinephile friends, and tell me what more films you would like me to watch and dissect. Write this down in the comment section below, and take care, keep watching film, keep growing. Allah Hafiz.